So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about journaling. Not so much art journaling, but like it has a creative aspect to it, but it's more about journaling your thoughts. I do keep like a calendar in here, but for the most part, this is where I write all my thoughts. I keep some pictures sometimes. Crafts, like things that I'm reading. I will take notes on. If I'm planning a class, I will work on that in here. But like it's so like here's I'm reading a book. This is another book, and I just kind of journal my thoughts in here. And every now and then you'll see a little image, but I love my journal, and I wanted to ask you guys what you guys do. But first, I was going to show you a little bit of my journal and supplies. So this journal is, I can't say the name. It is my favorite journal. It's the 1917 120 gauge paper. The 120 gauge paper, the reason I love it, let me show you. I don't know if you can see it. So like I watercolored on this and you can't see it through. And then I acryliced on this and you can't see that through there. This one has pictures so you can't really see. But like you don't see the images through on the other side. The paper is thick enough that it just holds things, and I love it. I love this paper, this journal. Anyways, so I add these little pockets in here for little stickers. There is a pocket in the back. I do keep stuff, but I find that I need access to little things, photos and that kind of thing. I'll fill with them. But anyways, I like that it straps. I like that the stickers that come with it, that so when I'm done I will put the dates and then it'll sit on my shelf and then I can see it. I do a friend gave me this sticker, so I put it on the front of my journal. You could fill it up with the stickers. I don't know, I just love it. I do have little tabs, like the purples are for all the months, because how I how I use it is I will put the month and then I'll journal behind. And as I've went, I've changed how I journal, but I just keep the month and then what I'm journaling behind it, like whatever I decide to do in that month. The reason I like to include the month is because in any shape, that's like a boring one. Let's go to a fun one. So the reason I like to include the month is because anything and everything that's going on, I will keep dates of. January doesn't really have a lot of dates that are things like this. I have things going on, and I just kind of keep track of it. And so then whenever say I'm not journaling as frequently as I like, at least the dates are in here to kind of remind me. So whenever I go to journal, I will remember what's going on. This one I did like a little one for each day, and I wrote a little bit each time. But what I found was that I didn't do the full month. So then I switched, and because I needed more space, I think. So I was writing this, and then I ended up needing more space. In March, I forgot to put a calendar, but I still noted it. And it was just like that little bit there. But, but anyways, you can see what I'm talking about. And these are with the planner stencils. Somebody asked me, they're like, that's not really the planner stencil, is it? And it is actually. Let me grab it so I can show you. So I only have a few of these left, but I do have some left. But they're in my stencils, but they're the planner for the planner stencil for the year. And what I do is I use markers. I just actually use a marker. I like using markers with these stencils in the planner. I do use a little paint sometimes, but my favorite is markers. And so then I will marker everything in, and then I will doodle and add art around it, and then I'll fill in my month. And then I will go through, and so I break it into blocks so that I can just add little things all the time. Sometimes it's quotes, sometimes every day though I'm in here, every day. I try to pick it up. Even if I'm not writing in it, I'm looking at it. So I have developed a practice where I grab it and look at it at least. And then if I feel like it, I will journal. So when I'm traveling, say I go on a road trip, this journal comes with me. I always have it with me. And it's a nice size. Like it's not too, let's see, I think it's like a 5 and a half by 8 journal, and I just love it. I just love this journal. It does have a hard cover, and so the spine does not expand, but to get the paper that I wanted, I had to give up the big expanding spine like what the moleskin will give you. But I just love this book. Anyways, so let's move on. I'm gonna get some of the things that I like to use to make sure I have is a pencil and your favorite pen. I always have a pencil and a favorite pen. I have a little bag here. This has my most used like pencils and pens in this. Then I tend to have some color markers to add some fun stuff, a ruler, tape, washi tape, book clips, that kind of thing I have on hand. So I just have a little case with some extra supplies. One of the things that I do like doing in my journal is doodling. And these books are just lovely for doodling in your journal, because I'm going to show you why. Because they break it down in step by step by step. So when you're wanting to add a little bit of something, I have stickers and I have stencils that I use in my journal, and I love doing that too, but I also like adding my own little doodles and imagery. And if I'm stumped, I like grabbing these books and just going for it. This one is from Peggy Dean, and she has quite a few, and I love her books. I like that they're soft cover. I think a few of them even have a spiral bound that you can purchase, which I like that option too. This is Allie Cook, and I think she's an artist out of Austin, and Peggy is an artist out of Portland, Oregon, just for FYI. Anyways, but I'll show you. In hers, they're in this book, they're very, very big, and it's step by step by step by step by step by step. I did 100 drawings one time for my project, and these books were just essential. They just were a great tool to have. But there's many, like, you will be surprised how much you can doodle and draw when you get a book like this. They are very, very helpful. And I like how in green is what you're drawing on the first one, right? So I think that's how it goes. So first, then it shows you in green and in black, the step 2, and then it puts what you already drew in gray. And then you come over here, and what I already drew is in gray, and then you start doodling these, and then it just keeps going until you get to here. And then she doesn't show you how to add the details, but that's pretty easy to do. And so I just love them. I just love these books. So they're great companion with my journaling. The other thing is photos. So I have a little a Canon Ivy photo printer, and it has capabilities to, let's see, some of these are printed off on my computer. Sorry, hang on, let me find some. I know I have some in here that have, oh, here we go. Here. So this one is from my photo, it's from the Canon Ivy, and it's sticky backed. So like your photos, you print them off and they become stickers. So I love those. But most of these right now are just printed off from my printer because I had a ton that I wanted to print off. And I keep them in these little pockets. These little pockets are clear whenever you peel this off. They're sticky backed as well. And when you peel this off, they are completely clear. So they're nice to use in your journal when you don't want to cover up what's happening. But you want something access with a pocket. But I use them to like contain some of my photos. I was gonna do some journaling about my animals and some journaling about my grandkids. This was our anniversary. So I printed off some photos from our anniversary. My dad had Father's Day, so I wanted to do something with my dad. So a picture of me and my dad. My son Rusty, because it's Pride Month, and he is our Pride son. So I like to kind of, so I'm going to journal a little bit about that. And then this is some random photos of my son that passed away. I like to have a bunch of him on hand, so whenever I'm thinking about him and I journal about him, I can throw a photo in there of him if I want to. It's been very therapeutic for me to have the photos on hand to journal about. And like sometimes they're not in my journal, but I have them and I can look at him and think about him and journal him. So anyways, the other thing that I like to have is bookmarks. This is from my new stencil line. Just all these little bookmarks ready to go that I can throw in my journal if I want to. This is vintage dictionaries. I have a couple of them to like if I want to just use certain words. And then like I have a friend sent me this and I love it. It is full of little hearts that say things. Christine Nazaro, she is so positive. Anyways, she sent me these with this cute little tin filled with these little hearts. So some of them already have stuff on them. Some of them are blank that I could add my own stuff, and they look really cute in a journal. So anyways, so I keep those up close by. I use watercolor in this journal because it holds up. Anyways, I just wanted to share a little bit about my journal because I'm going to be showing more of it in the future. And so I just thought I would show you guys first so you could see what I'm so excited about. And so it was just kind of this like an introductory video to show you my journal. And then as I will show you more and more of this journal and what I'm doing. It's something that has been very, very healing for me and centering. Like in the morning when I journal, it grounds me. It sets me up for the day. Any emotion that's like dancing around my body, I can put in here and I just feel more stable for the day. But anyway, so I wanted to share more about this with you guys. So this is just the start, and I hope that you guys are excited about seeing more. But my question, I'll put it in the description too, but my question for you guys is, do you keep a journal? Have you tried to keep a journal and haven't been able to do it regularly? What kind of, like, this is just for writing journals. So like writing, doodling, pictures, scrapbooking, whatever it is that you do. What is it that you do and how often do you do it? And what has helped you to be consistent? And if you're not consistent, tell me more about that. I just kind of want to know you guys' thoughts on actual journaling.